man. Just staying grinding, and it looked like we're gonna have a great opportunity with Sky Sports. The Triller thing, didn't pan out like it was supposed to. There's already so many people that get their hands in these these new companies opening up. So it was a little hard to fit in, and there was a lot of moving pieces. Triller's not actually a boxing thing, so they brought a lot of people from boxing in, which kind of threw me off. So for sure.
Those are the words of Micheal Hunter as he is interviewed by the Boxing Voice. Shout out to them. And he was just breaking down what happened with Triller. Triller wasn't what he thought it was going to be. It didn't work out like he thought it was going to work out. Those things happen. Because how could you know? How could he have known what it was? I think that he's made a lot of bad business decisions, but I think he's in a better position as someone like Demetrius Andrade, because I threw them in once upon a time in the same boat. But he should have fought Hrgovic. Let's just call it what it is. But he figured that Triller was going to take off like DAZN did, and then DAZN really did and make its mark in the sport, regardless of who felt whatever way about it. And they had a lot of detractors, they had a lot of haters, and they didn't really have a lot of participators when it came to DAZN. So Triller was trying to be that new, fresh concept in sports. It reminded me of smaller venues like Showbox and HBO KO Nation. That's what it gave me the vibe of, because of the hip hop element in it, and it was supposed to have done what it did, but it didn't. So what do? If you fail, you make a wrong decision, you admit you make the decision, and you rock on. There's nothing wrong with that. Like at some point, how long are you going to fault a person for making a mistake? You know what I mean? Like, it happens. Yes, Micheal Hunter fucked up. Yeah, he did. But, the mistakes that he made, at least he's saying, hey, it didn't work out the way I thought it was going to be. You know what I mean? And if it did, it would have. But it didn't, so it didn't. So, it is what it is. Nonetheless, he does have a fight with Hughie Fury, which is a Fury. The Fighting Furies, the Gypsies, right? So, and he's only has one loss, and that one loss is coming to the guy that's still undefeated to this day, Alexander Usyk, which is now the current unified heavyweight champion of the world. So Micheal Hunter shouldn't be worried about anything as far as resume, and I think his thing should be making better business decisions on top of getting better opponents, and they all really go hand in hand, But yeah, I told you so, this, that, and the other, but we didn't know anything anyway. We didn't know what Triller was going to produce, because the George Kambosos Teofimo fight was on Triller. Mike Tyson came back to the sport of boxing, him and Roy Jones Jr. on Triller. So a lot of things were proposed on Triller. So who knew if it was going to do what it did? But it didn't. Okay, so, but nonetheless, Micheal Hunter's back on the grind. He's looking better. He doesn't, he's not as big, or out of shape like we saw him in the last performance, where he did receive a draw, right? Which a lot of people thought that was a gift draw for him. Nonetheless, he looks better. He's getting into shape, and he has a fight coming up with Hughie Fury. You guys tell me what you think of Micheal Hunter admitting that Triller wasn't what he thought what it was going to be. It wasn't. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.